Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Olivia. How are you all? In today's video, I would like to show you how you can achieve a cloud background. And the page I will choose to do this tutorial is from Forest Scale Coloring Book, and I will use soft pastel. I will use a Mungyo pastel. Any brand of pastel will do, but I will use the Mungyo one, and I will also use a polychrome pencils which have like the similar colors to the soft pastel, just to enhance the effect. And you will need a sort of like a crafting knife to scratch off the pastel colors. So these are all the pastel I use. I'll leave down here if you wanna see, because I don't really have the name. And I will also use a makeup pad, and we will do gradient from the top down the bottom. We will do the dark color first, and here I have like a cobalt, dark cobalt blue, and I will just use a knife to scratch off the pastel and use a makeup pad to gently just rub it on the paper. If you don't like your soft pastel go on, like just go on top of your pencil work, then make sure you put a use a blender pencil to put a light layer on your coloring, stuff the soft pastel go on top. And as you can see, I go like the next colors, and you make sure you either change the another pad, or just use the other side, so all the color not like just smudge together, because we go from the dark color to light color. If you use the same one, it will eventually like make the light color dark colors as well. So you would just, if you use the same as the pastel that I use, then you obviously you have all the same color. They don't really have the name, so I don't really know what name I to describe them for you, but just see what colors I use, and you can match the pastel color that you have, or you can use whatever blue that you have. Just like pick from the dark color to the light color, and we're gonna do it from the top to the bottom, as I already said. But as you can see now, I don't really rough the pastel very hard, because it's easier to build up the color than make it too dark. Even though I know that you can erase the color, but it's still not gonna be the same. And now I go back with the second layer, and as you can see, you can slowly build up the color. With this paper, it's not a pastel paper, so obviously it doesn't have a lot of tooth for your pastel to go on, and it won't have a lot of tooth to make a very vibrant color. So that's why I like to use this soft pastel for the base colors, and later we will go on top with the pencil to just help it enhance the colors and make it more vibrant and more dark as much as we like. But even if you are a beginner and you don't like to to do so much detail, even now I think the gradients look great, and you can absolutely just use it. And now we're gonna go in with the pencil, and I will use a polychrome, because I think polychrome go on top of the pastel more smoother than the Prismacolor. So I'm gonna use a Phthalo blue, and as you can see here, I use this pencil to mark out where the cloud will be. and we will do like a few layer of clouds. There are different way to do cloud, but this is the first one I will show you, and then later I will show you a different one in another videos. But yeah, I will just do this use a medium kind of medium blue in the middle as petal blue, just to mark out. If you're really good with your freehand drawing, you obviously don't really need this step, but I just used it to show you like what I do. And as you can see, I just like do some wiggly light, just go up and down, and like just go like randomly wiggly, and not just like just straight line or curved line. And now you're gonna use a Derwent electric eraser, and as you can see, I just erase, follow the pencil that we already put down, and you just erase. You don't really need to like erase it very hard, but you just need to use this one to erase, because I think it's more and it's quite powerful eraser, so it's really easy to do into detail. And as you can see, like if you use like really dark pencil, when you erase, obviously you still can see the pencil, so make sure you use a light color or the medium color. And now I use a normal eraser, and I just like gently erase the top bit of the cloud. And as you can see, I don't erase all the way down, but just a little bit on the top. And you can see like it's create the gradient, and it's look like it's like it give you the impressions of white clouds, and is on the blue sky, and it's really pretty. And even with just this, it look absolutely beautiful, and you don't really need to go back in with your pencil if you don't want to. But if you want like for example, like if you want to take photos, or you just want to enhance your work a little bit more, then you can go in with the pencil with me. So if you don't really want to go in with the pencil, then this is it, you are done. You just do this. Make sure you go really light with your eraser. I go in quite a like medium light brushes, and then you can go back in with the soft pastel, the similar color that you put. Either you use the light color, okay, the light blue, and you just rub it a little bit gently where you erase a line meet with the soft pastel, because then you make it where the erase area a little bit more softer, and it look more translucent and blend. It look more blending better than just look like you erasing that bit. With this way, it look like you leave it white, and you like a gradient from the blue to the white, if that makes sense. So I think it is a really easy method to create cloud, and you don't really need any skill to do this. You can absolutely done this in really quick if you don't go back in with the pencil. But even if you go in with the pencil later to enhance the color, it's still really quick background. You don't really need to, if you just do pencil work, is take a lot more time than with the soft pastel background as a base, and you go in with pencil. So yeah, I just use these erasers, and just gently rub off some of the colors at the tip of each cloud layer. And you can do as many layer of the cloud as you want. You can do it go from the side, you can do it just whatever you like. Yeah, and then you just remember to go back with the light color of the soft pastel, and just blend out the area a little bit. And now I go in with the cobalt blue greenish still polychromo. I'm pretty sure you can find a similar color to match with the polychromo in the Prismacolor. And as you can see, I just like go over the line. I just kind of like fixing the glare a little bit, like put more wiggly lines in it, and I start to just colors it in. And make sure when you color it, you go in. I don't really press this pencil very hard. I go in with a medium light pressures, and you don't really need to press this pencil hard at all, because you don't really aim for a really dark color. You just want to enhance your work and look like it have shadows, like it have like different layer of clouds on the skies. I think it look really effective this way. I think the polychromo, because it's an oil base, is blend very smoothly with the soft pastel. And this way, when later you will see I go in a little bit with the pencil, and then I go back in with the soft pastel to just blend that pencil works out and to smooth everything. If you go in with the Prismacolor, because Prismacolor is a wax base, so sometimes the oil pastel not go on top very well. So now I go in with the Prussian Blue, and I just use this at a very down near the the tip of the clouds, where you draw the clouds, and you just darken it up a little bit more. When you go in with the pencil like this, you can sort of fixing the cloud a little bit as well if you would like it look more wiggly. When you do like this, is because the cloud doesn't have any form or shape really, so when you do this, it look more natural. Then you just draw, like for example, a circle clouds, or a lot of half circle that connect together, like how when you're a kid and you draw that way. And so I think it's more effective. And now you go in with the 110, which is a Phthalo blue, a lighter blue. And as you can see, I just put this color down. You can go in like circle if you want to. I don't really go in circle because it's quite large space, and yeah, you don't really need to go in circle really, because later I'll show you can go in with the soft pastel and just smooth everything up, and it's look super effective. If you go in with the round circle, obviously it look a bit better, but I don't think you really need to with this method. Yeah, so I go in quite large pressure, and you can see I don't really press the pencil at all. Go about light to medium pressures, and as you can see now, I grab the darkest color of the soft pastel, and you see I just blend all the pencil out. The most important thing is you have to find the pencil colors is quite close, nearly close, or exactly the same with the pastel color that you use. That way you can, when you use the pastel color to blend the pencil, it look more blending than two different shade of blue. So now I just go in with the light Phthalo blue, and I just blend it out some more. It's really an easy process. You just need to go back and forward with your soft pastel and the pencil. You don't you don't really need any skill really. I don't think you need any skill to do this. I think a lot of people think it's really hard to create background, so I'm so glad that I able to show you guys is a lot easier than you think. But I guess because I have a lot of experiments with soft pastel and pencil, so when I do something new, it's a little bit easier for me because I already know like what to expect. But if you're not sure, as you can see, I do a little sample on the I use a John Hannah calendar card, so if you don't you scared, and you can just draw it on another piece of paper first. So now for the second layer, we will go a little bit lighter colors. So we go in with the Phthalo blue first, and just the same method. You go quite light. You just redraw the cloud. Sorry, in the background my dog decided to drink, so yeah, she gonna drink. And so I just gonna draw it in, and I will just color it in as well. And I will just also gently just blend this pencil, blend these colors out. You don't really need to press hard. Just keep in mind, it's easier to darken than make it light again. So make sure you go in light, and you can slowly build up the color as you go if you wish. And then you can see I go with the soft pastel again, but I go like the next lighter blue and not the darker blue. And then I'll just blend it out and make it all blendy with the pencil work, and make it a bit darker as well because I think it's look a bit light. And thank you everyone for the birthday wishes. Thank you so much. I had really good day. We didn't do anything really much. We just go watch movie, I think. And now I go in with the light Phthalo blue, and I will just use this pencil. As you can see, it's a light color, so it blends super well into the light pastel color that I just put down. And if you do this your own, you will see how well the polychromo blend with the soft pastel. When you use, I think for, let's say I experiment a lot with how to do backgrounds, and how to your pencil work to help it with enhance your work. So I think for alcohol marker, I will do a video soon for how to do alcohol marker. And for alcohol marker, I think Prismacolor is brilliant to help enhance your work, to add shadows and stuff. But I think for soft pastel, polychromo is the winner. And now I go back in with the cobalt blue greenish, and I will just use this color to add more shadow, just darken it up a little bit because I think it's still a little bit light. But it just depends on you. These are all the colors that I use, but if you have different color, or you don't have the blue in your set, feel free to substitute it. And just make sure the top layer is, we will go from dark to light and go from the top to the bottom. And so you can go, the top one is always the dark color, even with when you darken up the layer, you still use a dark color. And the second layer is a bit lighter color, so you will start with the middle colors and then use a light color to blend out, and the third layer as I do now, I start with the light phthalo blue. Like the second layer, I will start with the phthalo blue, and then I go in with the light phthalo blue. So it's the process, and you can use the similar process to do with other colors, and you don't have to use the same colors that I did. And so I just the same thing. I just use this light phthalo blue, and I'll just blend the colors out. Make sure you use a light color as you go down, because you won't want your cloud is too dark and then all the layers just look the same. Yeah, and I think it looks super nice. It looks so nice. I think this one is best cloud that I have ever achieved. And it's so quick and easy. This is all you need to do. You add now I just gonna go with the light cobalt turquoise, and I just, as you can see, is I just kind of blend this color out more. And yeah, you go in I think I go in with the light pressure with this color, because I try to not go interfere with the white area that we erase, because if you go too dark, it will look harsh. It doesn't look blend with the white area, and you want the color to blend in with the white area. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I know that I haven't put out a lot of video lately, but I feel like every time because I wanna do let's say that I wanna do the background, then I wanna do mostly the picture first, and then I do in with the background. So when I do the page, I feel like I should film it like when I do, but because I don't want to do it as a tutorial, because I want to do it quick. So it feels like I do a lot of coloring, but I haven't put out a lot of video. Yeah, so a lot of surprise, but a lot of people that asked me to put the name in, so I remember, and today I put the name in the video, so you can find your color pencil a little bit easier. For the polychroma, I like to use a name better, because I don't know, I didn't know they have the number until now, but yeah, eventually they do have number. And the Prismacolor, usually I use number than the name, and I just, I thought everyone will be okay with just number, and you can find the name a little bit, we just look in the number. But yeah, so I will remember to put down the name in my video now. Just put it in the corner so you can see what color I'm using at the moment, and I think it'll be easier for you guys to follow me as well. And if you a lot of people on Instagram have asked me how I asked me to do the tutorial for the girl dress. Yes, I will do a tutorial, but not this dress. I will do the same technique but for another picture, and I think you guys will like this because it's a new technique. I haven't seen anyone use this technique in coloring book as as far as I know. I don't follow a lot of people, so I don't really know if anyone have used it. I know I have used this technique for a long time in other crafting and arts, and it's quite popular in art community, but I think it's not really popular in the coloring book yet, and I would love to show it to you guys. And you can see I nearly finished the background. That's all you do. And I just remember you use your soft pastel to just blend out all your pencil work, or else look a little bit harsh. Just make sure you blend it, a lot of blending, a lot of rubbing. And then I use a kind of like a green turquoise blue, and I just rub it and add it at the bottom, because the grass is a little bit green. And now we would do like a light, like a shiny, where you see like maybe the sun behind the clouds, that sort of thing. And I would just use the electric eraser and I just erase a round circle, and you will use a light purple pink, and you just add really light color. Please don't press this pencil. If you press it, it's gonna be like a dark color. So just put in really light layer around. And now I'm gonna use a gel pen, white gel pen. Any white gel pen will do. You don't have to use the same one I do. I use a Uniball signal board, I think, and you do a big circle around, just around where you erase the circle, and then you go in with a smaller circle inside, and then you go the cross, one on the top, go through the circle, both circle, and one horizontal and one vertical, and then you do two line on the side, and that's it. And does it look like a little shiny from the sun that like go through the cloud sort of thing? So, and then I think the artist Apple, she draw a few like sparkles, so I just go through it with the white gel pen, and then I just make it all sparkly and all shiny, look like a sunshine, and I think it looks so good. I was so happy with this page, how this page turned out. I love everything about this page. I love how I did the girls, I love how I did the flowers and the grass. A few people have asked me to film the grass tutorial. I use watercolor, but I didn't film it, but I will do for another one. And now I just use a normal eraser, and as you can see, I just gently rub off a few color of like a little bit, like like how the cloud on the sky sometimes is have it cut through the sky, that sort of thing. This is our winner for the 1000 subscriber giveaway. I got two winner, is Debbie and Kim Richmond. So I hope you guys please make sure to send me a message that have your address, and I will send a gift to your wife very soon. And congratulations, I hope you enjoy your gift. And here is our picture, and it's all finished, and as you can see, it looks so nice. It looks super effective. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you like this, please thumbs up, subscribe, like and share it with all your friends, and I will see you very soon in the next video. In the meantime, take care and happy coloring. Bye.